Hey, happy Friday, everybody. It's Chamber Check-in time. And today I'm so excited to share a little bit about the Girl Scouts of Silver Sage. And I've got CEO Jason Burnett with us today. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
I'm terrific. I'm sure you are slammed. It is go time for Girl Scouts. And I'm sure we'll be seeing booths out in front of your local grocery stores here shortly. We'll get to that. But first, I got to thank our series sponsor for this check-in. It's Delta Dental of Idaho. And Jason, you know Delta Dental. They've been providing best-in-class dental insurance benefits to Idahoans for over 50 years. And instead of a video today to share, I was looking on their website today to find some cool different information. And I went to the national website, and this is kind of fun and it's kind of relevant. It's about the tooth fairy. And I'm a parent of three kids, and the tooth fairies visited us for many years. And I've always wondered how the tooth fairy figures out how much for each tooth. So here's what Delta Dental has done. So they've done a poll since 1998, and they've conducted this annual poll, um, this average giving, and it compares to the stock market activity to show how the value of a lost tooth relates to the U.S. economy. It's super funny. So this great information for for the tooth fairy to know what's going on. So back in 2001, the tooth fairy was shelling about $1.50 per tooth, and now with inflation, it has gone up to 2021 trends about $4 to $5 per tooth. So all you tooth fairies out there, that's where we're at right now.
That's great. That's great, Paul. I just learned something here. I just like with anything else, prices are rising. Not Girl Scout cookies, mind you, but yes, Tooth Fairy and parents need to keep up.
That's right. Well, Jason, you're relatively new to the area, but you're not new to Girl Scouts. So I love these check-ins to learn more about our members, but more importantly, the people behind our members. So, Jason, why don't you give us a little bit of your background, when you landed in Idaho, and how long you've been with the Girl Scouts?
Great. Well, again, thanks for having us today. It is a busy time. As you mentioned, I have just hit 7 months here in Boise. So I landed in the hot of summer, and now I'm going through my first Boise area winter, which has been fun. As you mentioned, I'm not new to Girl Scouts, so I spent 8.5 years. This is my almost ninth year in the movement. Most of my professional career has been in Girl Scouts in Texas, working for our national organization in New York City. And I get this question a lot in terms of what took me to Girl Scouts? How did I end up at Girl Scouts? If you would have asked me 10 or 11 years ago, I probably wouldn't have said Girl Scouts. But it all makes sense, as I, went through college and in graduate school, I really took to wanting to discover politics and political science and why women run for office. And so I did a lot of research in how women run for office and how they get elected, how they serve. And so after graduate school, I thought, I don't really want to be a researcher. How do I put that into action to change lives? And Girl Scouts back in Oklahoma, where I'm from, I reached out and applied, and 8.5-ish years later, here we are.
Wow. Well, I don't have any kids that have been involved in Girl Scouts yet,
Yet,
but
keyword
we
yet.
have a couple of staff members who have current Girl Scouts and who have had Girl Scouts in the past. And I just wanted to go over a couple questions from the staff. We had a fun luncheon today, kind of a Super Bowl kind of potluck type of thing. And I said I was getting an opportunity to talk with you, and there was a lot of questions. So this is not on our schedule. So are you ready for these questions?
I'm good,
Okay.
but go ahead.
Okay. What's the best selling cookie?
Best-selling cookie in our council, as well as across the globe, are Thin Mints. That's probably not surprising, but I will make a plug here in that, yes, number-wise, Thin Mints are the cookie of choice for most consumers. However, we do have a new cookie, Paul, the Adventureful cookie, caramel brownie chocolate cookie. I would probably go on record by saying that that is probably my top cookie right now. And I'm not saying that because it's new, but I think Thin Mint lovers are going to gravitate to adding to their collection or portfolio of cookies as the new Adventureful. So we look forward to pushing that out, and I know you'll like it. If you like Thin Mints and you like chocolate caramel brownie, you will definitely love the cookie. But Thin Mints are the highest grossing cookie, and at one point it was the second highest grossing cookie behind Oreo. And Oreos obviously are sold year round, and our cookies are sold in about a 90-day period. Wow. So people love their Thin Mints.
Well, I always love having a couple boxes in the freezer as well. When all the cookies are already sold and everybody's ate them, I always surprise my wife and I with some frozen Thin Mints.
There you go.
Hey, also another question was, hey, what's the highest ranking achievement in the Girl Scouts organization?
Yeah, so girls can earn the Gold Award. It's the highest award in the Girl Scout, girls' tenure of service. It is a sustainable award. It's equivalent in sustainability and again, very hard to get. But again, girls put in a lot of work, similar to the Eagle Award on the Boy Scout side. So a lot of our girls do achieve it. They have bronze and silver awards that they can receive as a leading up to the gold, but the gold is the highest. And a lot of the Girl Scouts that we know throughout the community, throughout, pop stars, celebrities, etc., have earned their Gold Award. So again, we feel very comfortable behind the Gold Award projects. Again, they're locally driven, girl driven. They have an advisor. They go through a very rigorous process around sustainability to ensure it's not just a one-time, but it's going to continue to benefit the community for years to come.
Well, that leads to another question that another staff member had about, hey, who are the celebrity Girl Scouts? Maybe run through a list. I was looking at a lot of them today. I was very impressed.
Yeah, Queen Latifah, Barbara Walters, almost every, if not all, women's Secretary of State. Almost every astronaut who's been a woman has gone to space is a Girl Scout. And at one point, majority of the women of Congress were Girl Scouts. And so I know we have some locally here, as well as some folks. So again, we see any girl, if she wants to go into STEM, if she wants to go into all kinds of different areas, there's most likely positively a Girl Scout who has been a trailblazer in that career.
Well, that leads me to another question we had. Hey, what are the pillars of the Girl Scouts? You mentioned astronauts, and I bet you that has something to do with some STEM. So tell us kind of the 4 pillars of the Girl Scouts.
So I'll go in order that you probably know of them. So entrepreneurship is obviously our cookie sale. So again, girls are really in a very immersive program for the cookie sale. Most of what you see as a consumer are girls in front of Albertsons, in front of your favorite retailer, selling cookies. But these girls start at all ages in, goal setting. How are they going to make the pitch? What is their booth going to look like? Talking to folks. What happens if someone says no? What are they going to use those proceeds for? The budgeting, etc. So entrepreneurship is probably the largest pillar of program. It's also, the Girl Scout cookie sale is the largest girl-run entrepreneurship program in the world.
Wow.
So again, again, it's more than a cookie box.
Yep.
We definitely appreciate, I know the girls appreciate the support, but there's so much that went into that before you even see the girls selling. Second is life skills. So again, this is everything from just basic budgeting to healthy living, healthy eating, and that type of thing. What happens if, you're stranded on the side of the road, car care, those types of things. Again, well-rounded experience. STEM, as you mentioned, is sort of the newest, I shouldn't say the newest pillar. It's always been there, but it's probably the most popular pillar of not only our partners, but our girls are definitely gravitating towards robotics, cybersecurity, coding, forensics, all kinds of different things around STEM. And a lot of our program here in the Treasure Valley, as well as our council, is really geared towards STEM because we're trying to keep up with what girls want. And then lastly is outdoors. Outdoors is definitely a pinnacle of our portfolio. And we feel very comfortable with the experiences that we give girls at our 3 camp locations, as well as just throughout the year of camping experiences.
Wow. We're rocking here, Jason. You just said it. So where are the camps and when did those start?
Yeah, so we do have camps year round. We have camps year round. Most of our camps happen in the summer just because that's availability of our girls. We, starting here in the Treasure Valley at Friendship Square, downtown, we have a day camp, and that was actually a pivot during COVID. So we knew that girls needed that friendship, that connectivity, and really a safe place to fail. And so we were able to pivot and stand up a day camp. That day camp is going to be even larger this summer. And again, they do everything as a day. They get dropped off at 8, they get picked up at 4 or 5. They go to the zoo, they take hikes, we have presenters come in. It's really a great experience for girls. And what's great about Camp Echo, that's what we call it, is that it's the first step in going to camp. These are girls who most likely are kindergarten, first grade, second grade. They're not ready for overnight camp yet. They just want to, they want that day experience where they want to go home to their parent guardians and live life. We also have 2 other camps. We have Camp Alice Pittenger in McCall. We do almost 8 weeks of program there. We're looking forward to doing full capacity there this summer. The last couple of years, as you know, has been a challenge. But what we know is girls need to get outside. They need that friendship, and there's a lot of great things that are happening at that waterfront property in McCall. If you have not been to CAP, as we call it for short, it's unbelievable. And if folks are interested, our website has a lot of great pictures and a lot of great information around Camp Alice Pittenger, and we're excited to welcome girls to that camp. We also have a very high adventure camp in the northeast part of our council. It's a very primitive rural camp, but we're adding rock climbing this year, whitewater rafting. It's definitely, again, a progression as girls get a little older and are wanting to take those risks in those life skills outdoor. We're excited for that. So when you take those summer camps, we also have spring break camps. We have a very cool new program surrounded around Broadway and the arts. And our girls are wanting that. They're wanting that well-rounded experience. And again, we have to keep up with the speed of grow, which is very, very quickly. So again, lots of great camp opportunities at our 3 camp properties. And we're really looking forward to welcoming girls back in full capacity and actually expanding it beyond what full capacity has looked like in the past, because our girls need it. Our membership is up. So we have more girls in the Treasure Valley and across our council than we've had in the last couple of years. We need to be able to offer those experiences, and we're excited to do that.
Well, with that expansion of Girl Scouts, I'm sure you need more leaders. How's that going? How's that going for you?
So we're actually seeing that. We are seeing more adults. We have more girls. That's where, when folks always ask me the question, what can we do to support? That is one of the ways is folks stepping up to be a leader. A leader is different, looks different today than it did. What we're seeing in troop leaders, and that's plural, is a team of people coming together. It could be me, it could be you, it could be a couple other folks who want to take that on. We split up the meetings. We have, a meeting every other week, and I take the meeting one week, and then you take it the next week, and etc. And so these teams of leaders are expanding so that the workload is a little bit less, and that girls get a unique experience from multiple leaders. So again, if there's anyone watching this who is really interested in stepping up to be a leader, either episodically or wanting to be more involved in changing girls' lives, like I said, our website is there on the screen. We would be happy to get you hooked up.
Hey, normally I don't take questions from the audience, but we've got some questions here, so I'm going to shoot. What is the youngest age that Girl Scouts can engage?
Kindergarten. So we serve kindergartners to 12th grade, and yeah, kindergartners. And when we talk about our membership growth, we're seeing more kindergartners and first graders than we've seen in a long time. And that's a great spot to be in for us as we get these girls. And again, the earlier they get in, the more outcomes they will hit over their lifetime and tenure in Girl Scouts.
So I've got a 13-year-old daughter. Is that too old to get
Not
started?
at all. Not at all. Some of our program offerings that we have, you know the cookie sale, camp, etc. But we're introducing travel opportunities. So again, we're trying to ramp that up from Daisy and Brownie camps and programs and robotics and all kinds of different things. But also as girls gets older, their involvement in Girl Scouts change. And we understand that, we recognize that. So we're really putting in things around more high adventure camps, travel experiences. We just are debuting a trip to Disney World this year. So again, taking about 40 girls from our council to Walt Disney World. And then for some of these girls, it's the first time they've most likely been on a plane, been away from their parents, etc. And so again, giving these girls a safe spot to fail, try new things, be involved with other girls. That's that sisterhood that we know girls want. And to your point, the older they get, the more they need that sisterhood. It just looks different than when they're a Brownie, or a kindergartner.
I love it. Hey, why don't you just kind of cover the mission one more time and wrap it all up for us, Jason?
Yep. So again, the mission is building girls of courage, competence, and character. As an overall movement, we're 110 years old. So on March 12th of this year, the national movement's 110. Our local council is about 101 years old. The first troop was started in Nampa. That was troop number 1. Makes sense, right? So again, we really are just giving girls a space to, be the boss, find adventure, make friends, and really a safe spot to fail. I think when we talk about what we offer girls that's different than others, we offer a lot of great quality programming, got a great partner, things like that. But really, it's that safe spot to fail. So girls can try things on, see if they like STEM, see if they like outdoors. Again, if they decide they don't, that's still a win because they know where they want to put their passion and their energy.
Jason, I want to thank you for your efforts here. I'm so excited that you're our new CEO of our local Girl Scouts. And I look forward to our next conversation, Jason. Thank you so much for investing in the Chamber and the Treasure Valley.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Paul.
You bet. Hey, have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.
You too.